Hey, Shalom, Akim, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakakadash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders, the apostles, the great millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. News in this gospel, bro. I lift up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. It's just a quick lesson through the Spirit. Lord's will to be edifying. It never ceases to amaze me on the I won't even say the atrocities of the so-called white man, okay, which is the biblical Idumeans, the biblical Edomites, whatever you want to call them, okay, which technically is not white, he's really red, his translucent, his blood shows forth through his skin, so he's really red, he's not white, okay. White represents purity, and that's a social construct that the so-called white man has deemed himself to hide his atrocities and to make the world seem that he's just this peacekeeper. Like the scriptures say that Satan transformed himself into the angels of righteousness and ministers of light. So it makes sense that the devil himself will portray himself as being the world's hero, okay? Because when you look at the so-called white man, you have that soft demeanor, that pleasant, that, how can I say it, that that so-called respectable approach, that professional approach, but it's all cap, man. It's all deceit. You see, versus when you see Jake, you see somebody that's rough around the edges. I need to avoid a guy like this at all costs, man. You see, and this is what he does, you know. But anyway, hold up 1 second, Slack your brothers. Slack, I was trying to find a little track real quick. But anyway, yeah, so I have an article here.
Signature seasoning and buttery flavor in every twist.
This article here, it says Tennessee woman 33 is charged with filming her own pet dog performing a sex act on her. And this is another thing too. See, we oftentimes talk about Jake with the white woman and all this other stuff. But see, the difference between us and you niggas in the world. See, you niggas in the world, you marry these bitches, man. Okay, you marry these fucking Edomite women. Ain't nothing wrong with taking them as concubines or whatever you do with them. But at the same time, we ain't to put this white woman on a pedestal. Now, we do it. We appear to do it because we shame Keisha. We do it really to piss off Keisha because, she needs to know what it feels like to put another nation before hers, okay? Because she's done this to us going back to the 50s. It's going back to slavery. Keisha has always held Esau and the other nations at a higher regard than she held us. So now that the shoe or the tables are turned, we're literally shoving that energy back in her face. Okay, you see what I'm saying? But overall, the so-called white woman is not to be elevated or worshipped or pushed on a pedestal, man. Come on, brothers, y'all know this. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. Brother, you dealing with Edomite women, that's on you. Hey, so be it. But I'm very, very skeptical about women that only have pets. All right. A lot of women these days, they don't have children because they can't pair bond with men. They don't have the responsibility. They're too innate in nature and too selfish minded to want to even be a parent. Okay, which I'm not really pushing parenting in this day and age. But even then, it is like these women have been taken away from the natural use. Okay, like when you talk to a woman, you ask if she have any kids. She said, "No, I don't have any kids. It's just me and my dog." But when you pay attention to her demeanor, she's totally just out of the game, man. She's depressed. She's mentally stressed out. She don't know whether she's coming and going, and she can't have children because she don't know how to raise children. So they have these dogs, and they have sex with their dogs. And this is the reason why you see these videos, these TikTok videos of these people kissing their pets in the mouth, licking their pets. Like, I won't doubt half these women have sexual relationships with their pets, especially when they ain't giving the man the time of day. So what do you think? Dog be licking him, licking her clit, licking her toes, man. She be kissing the dog. And you wonder why the dog have all this type of attachment to it. And the minute you do come through, the dog's like he's ready to bite your head off. It's because she puts spirits on the animal, man. But this doesn't surprise me. This is an Edomite. It says performing a sex act on her. after search warrant uncovers a slew of disgusting child pornography. So these people are fucking sick, man. From the men to the women to the children, they're all sick. Okay, like it was that movie Megan, when basically the part when she went on a little field trip with the classmates and she went to they went to like some type of park, and the boy basically was teasing the little girl with the doll, and he took the doll, and he ran out with it, and it looked like he was getting ready to grape the damn fucking android, man. You know, he slapped her in the face, and you know he stood on top of her like he was getting ready to do his due diligence on her, man. You know, now if the doll didn't come alive, then ain't no telling what he would have did to little old Megan. You know, because that's the type of sick mentality that these devils have, man. Okay, this is why we tell you, Jakes, honestly speaking, should know Jakes had no Edomite friends, man. You know, yeah, you may go to a bar with Esau, or, you know, you may use them for business purposes, but hey, don't be going to their families' ranch houses down in fucking Blaine, Texas, or Rancho Cucamonga, or whatever you want to call it. Don't be going to these people's fucking get-togethers, man. Well, you know, Bill and I, we want to invite you fishing in our back lake in the backwoods. It's about, 600 acres away from population. Man, you go out there, you ain't gonna never be heard of again. They've been to cut you up, graped you, and ate you. They would have ate your asshole for dinner, man. Literally. Because that's in Esau's nature. That's in his spirit. He wants to eat Jake, man. Look at the movie Get Out, which I may actually watch that again. That's a damn good movie. All right, so this is an article here. Tennessee woman sentenced for sexual assault of her young child family dog. Wow. It says a Tennessee woman has been sentenced to 235 months in prison, because it's called bestiality, in prison for making 235 months in prison. Wow. I don't even know how many years that is. I'm not even going to count. Shit, that's over, 12, 20, 144. It's 12 months to a year. Damn. Hold up, man. Let me do the math on that real quick. I know I ain't going slow. Sometime 235 months is how many years? 235 months in years. Okay, 19 years. Okay. So that's 19 years. Basically, she got 20 years in prison for fucking dogs, man. But anyway, for making a video showing the sexual assault of animal and transporting child sexual exploitation materials involving a 4-year-old. Wow. It says the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. It says the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, HSI, reports 35-year-old Tila Moore Hendricks of Ottawa, Tennessee. These weird-ass backwood names. Yeah, right. It says Tennessee sexually abused her small son and a family dog, making digital videos of the abuse. She then traded the videos with a person she met online room dedicated to sexually abusing animals. Wow. That's crazy, man. But this is why we told you this man is the devil. And this woman, it says the investigation was conducted in coordination with HSI, the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office, and North Carolina State Bureau of Investigations. It says in a state release, HSI Nashville Special Agent in Charge, Jerry C.T. Template, HSI agents make it a top priority to work with all of our law enforcement partners to investigate the predators involved with the production, distribution, and possession of child sexual abuse material. It says once released from prison, Hendricks will register as a sex offender and will be supervised release for 10 years. Damn. You need to just put her down, bro. Like the wild animal she is, because honestly speaking, she just gonna do this shit again. You see? So anyway, let's go. Got just a couple of precepts here, nothing too long. This is the book of Leviticus 20, and I'm gonna start at verses. Yep, let's go to here. 9. It says, for everyone that curseth, no, Salakia. Let's start at verses 11. It says, and a man that lied with his father's wife have uncovered his father's nakedness. Both of them should surely be put to death. Their blood should be upon them. And if a man lie with his daughter-in-law, both of them should surely be put to death. They have brought confusion, and their blood should be upon them. Okay, so basically, she lied with her son. She was sexually assaulting her son. That's off, man. You can't lie with your children. Okay, you're not supposed to fondle your kids. Unfortunately, that does happen in this sick, twisted world. Like one video that gave me the creeps as a kid. It was a song by Dana Dane called Chester. That was a very touching and disturbing song, man, because it shed light on the fact that people are actually out here in that type of spirit. You see? So this is why you have to be careful on who you have your children around, man. Okay, you never know what goes on in these daycare centers, man. The shit they're putting in the kids is crazy. And guess what? The elites, they all condone it. But what's so funny about it is they gave her 20 years, but the elites, they're walking around scot-free. You know, this guy Biden, he has more sexual assault allegations against him for children and his own daughter, more than pretty much anybody of normalcy status. But why the hell is this man not in prison? You know, not saying that she's justified, but hey, come on, man. The law applies to everybody, not just particular people, but the elites, you know, they're above their own law. So, you know, they don't get penalized for it because they create it, you know. But it says here, also, if a man lie with mankind as he lied with the woman, both of them have committed abomination. They should surely be put to death. Their blood should be upon them. And if any man take a wife and her mother, it is wickedness. They should be burnt with fire, both he and they, that there be no wickedness among you. And if a man lie with beast, he should surely be put to death. And ye shall slay the beast. And if the woman approach to any beast and lie down there too. You notice it says the woman. Thou shalt kill the woman and the beast, that they should surely be put to death, and their blood should be upon them. So you got to kill the dog. You got to kill her. Every dog she slept with, they all have to be put down, man. But in this system, they just going to lock her fucking wicked ass up and let her serve out our sentence just so she could come out and do it again. Which proves that this devil is a demon, because the same court she's getting ready to be convicted on, she got to swear on the Bible, which if you swearing, the scriptures say swear not by earth nor heaven. If you swearing on the Bible, okay, that means that you need to uphold everything in the scriptures, meaning the whole manuscript of the commandments. You got to go off the law, statutes, and commandments. You got to give the children of Israel, you got to give us our land back. You got to shut down wickedness. You got to put yourself in servitude under this, but you're not doing that. That's why the Lord is really going to judge your ass, because basically you taking the Lord's name in vain, okay? Because you're not keeping his law, statutes, and commandments, nor are you adhering to the way of his people. But it says, but now they that are younger than me have me in derision, whose fathers I would have not. It says, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Why did Job say that? Because once again, you have degeneracy like this. Sexual assault of a young child and family dog. Tennessee woman charged with filming her own pet dog performing sex acts on her. What kind of madness is this, man? Okay. But it says here to have set with the dogs of my flock. But see, when you try to tell Jake that this is the innate nature of the so-called white man, first thing they're going to say, well, no, not all white people, bro. All because they have that undying love for the devil when this man's not done anything for you. Because he give you a job interview and a couple of coins an hour and shake your hand and smile at you and have a proper so-called verbiage to you. Then all of a sudden you let your guard down and say, oh, man, this guy isn't too bad, because you're deceived by fair speeches, man. That's why it says fair speeches should deceive the hearts of the simple. You niggas are simple. Okay, I don't trust neither one of them. I don't give a damn how nice they are to me. I don't trust any one of them, okay, because we know their nature. Now, that's not to take away from the ones that are Jakes. But even then, shit, you can't trust them, because a lot of them that are Jakes, they grew up with that Edomite privilege, man. So, hey, a lot of them, they don't know. But it says, yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom my old age was perished. It says, for want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former times desolate and waste, who cut up the mallows by bushes and juniper roots for meat. Like they had something which is called during the dark age, I believe it was like something called the wild man or something like the beast man. Like these devils, they used to walk on all fours. You know, they was hairy. They looked like cavemen. Like they say, so easy a caveman can do it. Well, apparently it's easy because Esau has a place in rulership and he's totally fucked up the earth. You know? But these fucking devils used to uproot trees barehanded, man. They used to be like a tree outside, right? Esau, at this time in his strength, well, in his primal stage or his primitive stage, this nigga is literally able to take a tree out of the ground and carry it, man. To the point they used to try to run up on the palaces and attack Jake, and we used to have to keep him in bay. We used to have to fuck him up and chase him off. You know, they'll get in a little rage, they'll try to take over, and before you know it, You know, they learned under Jake doing certain black nobilities, and then before you know it, they learned to be so-called ethical. Okay, which is nothing ethical about this man. But it says, who cut up mouths by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat, which is actually a good source of protein. That's why they were so damn strong. It says, they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as a thief, to dwell in the clefts of the valleys, and the caves of the earth and the rocks. And among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. And they were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. It says they were viler than the earth, because when you think of earth, man, dirt, manure, shit, okay, things that die, that goes back to the earth. Something of deadness, okay, which the earth is very much alive, but the earth is a replenishing organism in itself. Okay, everything that comes from the earth, it replenishes, the cycles of life, it comes back. That's what makes the earth so beautiful, which proves it's actually living. All right. But it says here, they were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. Now I am their song, I am their byword, and they abhor me, and they flee far from me, and spare not to spit in my face, man, okay? So yeah, man, Esau was totally just detestable, okay? The shedomite woman, as we call her. Then you got women like, yeah, I'll be sleeping with them bitches. Okay, yeah, we sleep with y'all niggas too. Okay, you black women, you ain't shit. Hey, the black women, you engage in animal porn too. Don't act like that. You childless black women out there ain't having sex with your dogs and your cats, man. You'll strap a dildo onto your fucking dog and teach him. You women are wicked, man. Okay, you women are totally wicked. That's why the scriptures say all wickedness is but little but to the wickedness of a woman. Okay, you women are evil and you're wicked, and this is why you have to be put down. Okay, like the wild animals you are, you have to be put in subjection. Okay, because as long as you're not in order, you're going to continue to wax worse and worse. You're no different than a so-called white man at the end of the day. All right. One last precept here. Several precepts on this, but let's go here. Habakkuk 2 and 4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up in him is not right in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Okay, his spirit ain't right. And this refers to the women too, man. All of them, they're just a bunch of just degenerates, man. This is why you have actions like this. But I'm going to end it here, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And with that, shalom and a baba ball. Shalom.